All right.
Hey, Carl, the cameras are rolling.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Chef Carl, and welcome to my home. Today we're going to make easy French dip and even easier Italian beef. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Chef Carl, food whisperer, taking the mystery out of cooking.
We're back now, and what we're going to make today is a French dip. And the difference to me for French dip is that you use a piece of beef that's cooked medium rare or medium, and you can even cook it rare if you like. And it's a little tough piece of meat, so I got it, or I eyed around, I cut like little tenderloins. And we're going to season them up, cook them about 30 minutes, and kind of depending on the oven at 385, 390, and let it sit before you cut it so the juices all run out. And that you dip it in the hot juice, ashu, I call it, gesundheit, just a couple seconds, and then you put it on the French bread, and then you can add your roasted peppers, jardinière, provolone cheese, whatever you want. So what we're going to do is going to put this is a little bit of my homemade rub. I hope it doesn't rub you the wrong way. And then we're going to add some Italian spice. A little granulated garlic. And don't buy garlic salt or onion salt. It's 95% salt, 5% pepper. So you can make like 100 jars of it if you buy just the powder and add salt to it. So that's putting in a little bit of chopped fresh garlic. And the other thing we want to do is add a little olive oil to it to help the flavor. And then we're going to make sure everybody's happy in the pool here. You got the sides, got the ends. Just be a masseuse. And that is what it's going to look like. Now, I don't wear gloves because I break out, but I have sanitizer, soapy water, handy wipes, and more sanitizer. So, trust me, I'm a clean machine. So now we're ready to put this in the oven. Like I said, for about 25, 30 minutes. You want to get a temperature of about 130 on it. And also, I've got some beautiful peppers that I cut up, and we're going to also add a little Italian spice, a little rub, garlic, granulated garlic, a little regular garlic, and also a little olive oil. Okay, Popeye. And kind of, again, make it all happy. And I'm going to throw a little butter in just for fun. And here we go. I'm going to get it in the oven. And we're going to see, let the magic happen. All set. 25 or 30 minutes and we're all set to go. So take a breath. So we're about ready. The bells should be going off. And let's see how our meat and our peppers came out. All right. Whew. Ha, ha. There's the beef. Looks beautiful. And you see all that nice juice inside of there? We want to pour that in this pot over here to help our au jus go. And we got these lovely peppers. And we're going to pour a little bit of pepper juice in there too. So let's get this train running. Okay, we've let this rest for a couple of minutes. I don't have a meat slicer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand slice this item around after now it's rested for a few minutes, and then we'll start assembling. And you can actually cook this the day before and slice it up cold. So you're just going to take it. If you had a meat slicer, you could shave this and then you could use it for Italian beef. But this would not be good to be used well done if your hand's cutting it, because A, you lose the flavor. Nice flavor. You can taste the beef, but I didn't put there's hardly any salt in here because I'm watching my sodium and so is my wife. So when I got some of this sliced up, and then we're going to start making some French dip, and then I'll show you how to do the Italian beef. Now before we actually dip the beef in the hot juice, what you do is, usually you can, if you buy sliced roast beef from the store, you can get the free, they call it gravy or au jus with it, but they didn't have any. So I took some all beef stock, real stuff, nothing phony baloney, no additives. This is a real good roast beef base. It's water, roast beef, and beef juice. So you want quality stuff. And I've already started making the juice. I poured in the stock from the juices from the beef that I cooked and from the peppers. So I used a quart of beef stock, a quart of water, and about a quarter cup of the beef base. Added a little extra garlic, bam, or bamarama. A little of my spice, a little Italian spice. That's Italian. And you can't go wrong with putting butter and everything. I'll let that butter melt for a second. It's getting nice and hot. What I'm going to do, move these peppers. And this is what I call it a dip, although I'm called a dip a lot. If you have a little strainer and you just dip it to warm it through, dip it to warm it through, and that's it. It's done. So now it's warm. You can see the smoke coming up, I think. Put a little bit of beef in there. Some nice peppers. Now this is dry. The other way you can do your dip is wet. Oh. That's when you soak the whole piece of bread. And au jus. Once again, some nice sweet peppers. Got a yellow piece on here for color. And you put the lid on. And you're good to go. Now for Italian beef, I bought sliced, this is Boars head roast beef at the store. Nice and thin, it's almost falling apart. This you could cook for 1 or 2 minutes, or you can let it cook for 20 minutes, and all it's going to do is soak up more flavor and fall apart a little bit. And that's similar to like your beef stands, like not quite like Portillo's, but the same idea. So we're going to add some beef. Where's the beef? Looking pretty good. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to cook through. You can see it just falls apart. Just falls apart. So you want it nice and tender, you got it nice and tender. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring over a piece of the bread, French bread. Make sure you got some nice juice. Don't be skimpy. I'll put it on the tray. And you can make these sandwiches big or small as you want if you're going to have like a football game or a basketball, baseball game. And we'll make this one wet. Okay. This right now, because you could also, if you want, put a little cheese on, pop it in the air fryer, and of course you can always have a few nice French fries. I made an air fryer earlier. And there you have it. French dip. Just dipped in the au jus, the Italian beef that's been cooked for 5 minutes. You can do, like I said, 20 minutes. You could cook it the day ahead and reheat it. And some people will probably like jardinière. That's your choice. The one thing I forgot to mention is when you buy your peppers, before you start slicing them up, cut the paper off. A couple of times I cut up peppers and I ended up with paper floating around in the juice. So yeah, we all make errors. All right, well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank all the military and all the first responders for everything you're all doing out there. And again, I'm Chef Carl on YouTube. Please subscribe and ring the bell. I'll tell you when a new video is coming out. And also watch my buddy Mike's Everyday BBQ. He gave me my start. Ward, we're going to feast out here in a couple of minutes. So long, goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen, saying farewell. Doot, 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 doot.